So one of the potential challenges that you have is that let's say you work in London or New York and your clients are there and they're not used to working with somebody who's just not sitting there in the same office as them. But you position yourself very, very early on as a global business. That's the best way you can do it, right? And you do that by this. This environment is really, really important because you know that thing where it's like first impressions count when you go into the office and you shake hands and everyone looks at your flashy suit and your watch and all the toys, all that stuff. It doesn't always have to be like this. And you don't need the backdrop and all the rest of it. This is real, by the way. It's not what they call it, a back screen, a virtual screen. You don't need that, but you do need really, really good lighting. I use the Amaran. I'll put a link below. You need a really good camera. My favorite cameras are by Obspot. And I'll put a link down below. So you need a really good microphone. I use the Rode Mini for when I'm here in this environment, which I'm not all the time. So when I'm out and about, bear in mind, right, that what you're selling is consulting work. What I'm selling is to people like you who want to know how to live that sort of that lifestyle. So I do a lot of outdoor work, sitting in cafes, looking relaxed and suntan. I've got Irish skin. We don't get suntan very early. We get freckles. But look, so that's my professional level microphone, and you can use them instead of this. Absolutely, use them instead of this. So this is how this works. Right, put that there. It's by Hollyland. It's the MR2S, I think it's called. Look at this. How cool this microphone is. So you just do that. You tie it to your shirt. I am now. If I turn that on, I'm still using the Rode. I'll do a comparison at one point because I have to learn how, but I will. I'll do a comparison. So that's what I use when I'm out and about, or when I'm having conversations. That so I'm in the chair. I've got sort of varying viewpoints from the office here. So I've got a white chair that I just sit in and have conversations that way. I try and position it so that it looks as close to being in the room as possible because people can see that. So that's the microphone that I'll use. But also, this is something worth bearing on. I said Obspot. Now, I've got an Obspot. It's a larger, I can't remember what it's called. But this is the Obspot Meet. Size of that thing. That's a 4K camera in there. And when you walk around the office or you want to do your whiteboard, this thing will follow you. Not literally. It doesn't run around the table. There's a motor on the actual camera, and it follows you around. You can do little hand movements, hand gestures, and it follows you in. So I think I can do it with this. Can't remember, it might be already set up. Let me see. Nope, I have no idea what I'm doing. That was so unprofessional. But setting yourself up is in a professional sense is really, really important. It's a professional setup. You have to have it because it's because you're no longer going into the room. You're no longer said in your sharp suit and your posh tie. But the cameras are really important. Whatever you do, rely on the inbuilt cameras. And try and get your lighting right because there's lighting you can just put straight on top of your laptop. When I'm in the studio here, I've got better lighting, but you can. I'll show you in another video the mobile lighting that I use. But when I'm traveling, I'm going somewhere for a few months, I'll bring my Amaran light. Again, I'll put a link below. You can have a look. I put that into the case. And as soon as I'm there, I'm fine. It's not as nice as this. The environment's never as nice as this. But again, it's as nice as this if I'm sitting on a balcony looking out on the out to the sea and all the yachts are bobbing up and down. That's it. That's all I've got.